Today in the Giants franchise, we are going to get this team into the playoffs and see who our first playoff opponent will be. We'll finish out the last 2 weeks. Maybe we'll see some backups play today. And I have some prospects to show you that I found in the scouting. Welcome back to the series, everybody. Let's get on with episode 49. So today, we enter 11-3-1, pretty much assured to win the division. Actually, we have clinched it because the Cowboys can't catch us. They're 9-6. So we know we're going to have a home playoff game. It's just a matter of that being either in the divisional round or the wild card round. There are a few teams that could still catch us, and if we need to, we'll play our starters in week 18. But we don't face the toughest competition today. The teams behind us are the Falcons, Panthers, and 49ers, who could also be the number 1 seeds. We've battled injuries throughout this season, but right now there is nobody on the Giants injury report, and hopefully we don't have any injuries pop up today before the playoffs begin. I'm not sure I want to offer any more contracts at the moment, possibly Dexter Lawrence. But I think I've taken care of a lot of these that I really wanted to get done. The Basley deal, too, also makes some sense. I mean, Basley's just kind of an average starting guard. And I know it's still hard to replace offensive linemen who are in the low 80s or high 70s. And Basley's only 25 years old. So I think a 2-year deal will bump this up to about $10 million. And that should get the job done. A couple players who likely won't be back next year would be Tyler Beltran. I know I'm not offering him this contract. I just don't think that this pick has really panned out for us. He hasn't been very productive. And also, Mike Stallworth is due a new deal, but we have a lot of depth at tight end. And while I enjoy, him catching touchdowns all the time, we're prepared to move on, and we have other tight ends on the team. No surprises here against Chicago. The Giants win their 4th game in a row, 35-16. A nice dominant game here in the simulating. Nice for a change after all of the defensive letdowns we've had. But a couple touchdowns for Saquon Barkley, a score for Kadarius Toney, and Barkley caught a touchdown as well. Great day all around. Defense picked up 1 sack for Antonio Golson. No interceptions for the defense, but very nice to pick up win number 12. We have that Z next to our name. That means we have clinched home field advantage and the number 1 seed. Nobody can pass us, and there is no reason to play the bulk of our starters in the final game. It's going to be a showcase for a lot of players we don't always get to see, and I am looking forward to that. We're going to make one roster move, though. We're going to be releasing Andrew Simmons from the practice squad. I am then going to be moving Dexter Whitaker to the practice squad. I know that he's likely to be signed, but there's a chance he won't be. But I want to have the roster spot now to add a 3rd quarterback. And we're going to be bringing in the XFL legend, PJ Walker, and he'll be the 3rd quarterback on the roster. We'll be seeing some interesting backups get some more playing time today. Nick Gresham's going to start. He'll have a zone coverage boost before his first real playing time. Frank Sermon's going to play as well, although he has started some games this season. And I think he still has just a half sack on the season. We're also going to see Josh Meadows, a player that I think could be the true backup to Jawan Johnson. He's very athletic, very fast, a good route runner, and I want to see him play in that role. And that means today we are going to let Luke cook, and it's his time to shine. Last thing here, on the practice squad, players will earn upgrades throughout the season, but unless you check this specifically, these players don't show up in your upgrade players screen. And there are a couple players that I thought, if the upgrades bounce the right way, There are some interesting players here, and Jason Weaver was one of those players. Yes, ranked number 243 right now in the NFL, but you got to see the athleticism, 92 speed, 93 acceleration, 77 release. There was a starting point for him. And where do we want to take these upgrades today? Looking at that release, I think you'd go deep threat. At least with a couple of these. Just want to see where the route running upgrades end up going. I might throw a slot in there as well. But I've been intrigued with those ratings since we added Jason Weaver. 4 awareness, +1 speed. Okay. Let's go with the route runner here. Don't think we got enough in those upgrades. And we get 2 short, 1 release. Here's Weaver now at 69 overall. And that took him up to the number 200 ranked receiver now in the league. And if you divide that by 32, you get 6.25. So a team's 6th or 7th receiver is basically where his overall should have him right now. That's not too bad, though, for a rookie who went undrafted. Oh, it's going to be a show today. You have Kyler Murray on one side, facing off against the legend Luke Cook. It's almost every backup on the field right now. I think Jason Quinton might get some playing time. I don't want him out there a ton, but I guess we don't have that many off-ball linebackers on the team, so he's out there right now with Otis Springs. We have Kyler Murray getting outside the pocket. He's going to fire one deep, and that's intercepted. 2 plays in, we have a takeaway. It's Darrell Gordon. We saw him pick up his first NFL sack not long ago in a recent episode, and now his first interception. He'll give the football to Luke Cook and this Giants offense. Now, this is really good for me to get to see some of these players play more. I really want to see number 4 Aaron Slay, for instance, number 87 Josh Meadows. Who can make an impression today for the future of this franchise? As Cook is flushed, he fires it deep, it's complete. Josh Meadows at the 41 hauls it in. And this is why Luke Cook is the backup. I love his style of play. He's going to give players a chance to show what they can do, and he's going to play with no fear. And that's just a really nice throw, too. Tavares Towns is the running back. A good time to see him again. We still have some of these starting offensive linemen. Shane Ross at center is going to play. Oh, Cook is still on his feet. He slings it. Complete! Luke Cook is so electric, it's taken 2 plays. He's already putting on a show. Empty on first down. Pass caught, and there is Meadows again. I think we really do have the perfect backup quarterback here to Brian Petrovsky. Like, thankfully, we haven't seen quarterback injuries in this series, but he can emulate that style of play. At least the style. 3rd and 6 now for Cook, and this time he's not going to escape the pocket, and he's sacked. Giants score first, and the Cardinals will try to do a bit better this time around. Nice play. There's Darnay Holmes. 3rd and 5 for Arizona. Murray back to pass. He gets it away barely, and I think we made the play in time there. That's Gresham, and they gave him a first down. When else do I get to do this? I'm challenging that right now. And it's upheld, so did not win the challenge. I just felt like he might have been a little short of the marker is all. Kyler gets this one out quick, and the catch is made. That is a first down at the 46. They run it to the right side, a big opening, and normally we have one of the league's best run defenses out there, but today might be a little more tricky. Following a gain of 9, Cardinals run the toss, and we swarm. 3rd and 1 for Murray. Wide open DeAndre Hopkins. Can't believe it took that long for him to make a catch. Murray out of the pockets, and he'll fire this one for Hopkins inside the 10. Murray from the 8, and there's a quick rush and the first full NFL sack for Frank Sermon. It comes in the final game of the season and backs up Arizona to the 12. Hopkins to the left. So let's see if they go his way. Murray fires underneath, and that is shy of the end zone. We probably won't watch as much of this game as we would like a regular game that we're really invested in. But we'll get some offense in with the Giants for sure. This is Tavares Towns ripping off a nice first down run. He's had his moments this year. He's improved his stock, I'd say, on the team and his chances at being a starter for the future. We do have a big decision to make regarding Saquon Barkley, though. He's due a new contract, and he wants a big one. Towns trying to show he can handle the starting role. Here's Cook now. He's going to spin away and run this one. He's got a first down and more. How about Luke Cook? 23 yards. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You got to consider, though, with Towns and Barkley, there is like a 20-point overall gap. And Barkley being a 99 can't go any higher. And you could probably make the argument that he'd really be like a 103 overall or something if the game let you. Off play action on second down. That's a miss. He had him open. How about Aaron Slay? I want to see him make a catch. Cook throws it out to Graham, and he was almost able to turn that into a first down. This is what I love right here. 4th and 2 at their 28, and we're going for it. Just don't run inside zone split or something. Wow. We'll move ahead. Arizona scored a touchdown on the following possession, and Luke Cook even sims pretty well for us here. Wow, that's a touchdown to Roman Chamberlain now for the record books. All right, how about a 2-minute drill for Luke Cook? How many passing yards is he up to? It's been a solid first half for him. Oh, no. That was almost a pick 6. But he's 9 for 14, a $140, 1 touchdown. And he's facing a starting defense as well. Wow, he ran it there on 3rd and 10. All right, let's take this into the second half now. After a 17-yard grab by tight end John Bolden, who might replace Mike Stallworth next year, we're at our own 42. And Cook completes the pass. There's a broken tackle. And a first down to the opposing 38, John Bolden. Cook on first down, steps up, actually runs up and fires to the end zone. That's caught. Touchdown. Meadows makes his first NFL touchdown grab, and the defender completely lost track of the ball. He just managed to stay in bounds to make sure he had a chance to haul this one in, and that is going to tie this game. So Meadows, he's going to run a tight end wheel route here, basically. It's isolated on Budda Baker, and Baker never locates the ball, never even assumes the ball could be in the air. Like, he's just running, has no clue. Meadows is a good few yards behind him. That's not how you're supposed to play that. We have ourselves a ball game here in the third quarter, 17-all. Kyler Murray taking over, and he's going to run outside the pocket. He is fast and finds DeAndre Hopkins. Murray to the air again. That's caught, and it's close to a first down. 18 for 26. Murray's going to keep this and gets tripped up, diving ahead to the 33. 30 yards rushing for Kyler Murray. Now a big 3rd and 9 on the edge of field goal range. We bring a little extra. Murray's going to run away, fire back across the field, and it's broken up. What a play! Are you kidding me? We run a zone blitz here. Check out the play art. So we drop out an edge to bring the slot. Safety comes down to replace the slot. I kind of like the play design here. And what does that lead to? Quincy Roche, one of my favorite backups. Left helping double DeAndre Hopkins. And because this was so late developing, he's able to make this play. I love it. We trail by 3 here in the 3rd quarter. Luke Cook wants the lead back, and that is incomplete for Roman Chamberlain, who caught a touchdown earlier in the simulating. I'm still waiting on Aaron Slay. I have him play in the slot. I thought he'd have some chances here. There goes Cook across the 30, up to the 40, and not sliding. It's his first real playing time of the year. He's not going to slide. He's got to make the most of this. Off play action. Cook. Oh, he's slammed to the ground by Zaven Collins. Better protection on 2nd down. He missed Meadows, who had broken open. I've certainly seen enough from Meadows in this game to be impressed with him. The touchdown was kind of some fluky coverage, but it was still a nice catch. But he's been getting open. He's definitely fast. That's better coverage, though, and a bad throw again from Cook. So his accuracy, especially downfield, is still very spotty. Certainly not starting caliber in that regard. The Cardinals just went 3 and out, had to punt out of their end zone, and we end up starting at their 36. Wow, could have used that block on Isaiah Simmons, though. Did not get it from Meadows. Play fake to Towns. We're still pretty pass heavy. Cook didn't get all of it on there, and it's broken up for Graham. Doesn't matter what happens. He just wants to chuck it deep. Cook really is just Ryan Fitzpatrick. And now he's got Meadows, and he'll separate and take this in for a touchdown. Meadows does it again. We have seen enough from Josh Meadows. He is certainly the backup for Juwan Johnson going forward. He's covered by Isaiah Simmons, who was supposed to be the perfect player for guarding the modern-day tight end. And then no one can catch him once the ball's in his hands. Arizona trying to answer back. Chris Smith just caught a 17-yard pass to set them up at the Giants' 40. They got to get the touchdown here to retake the lead. The run defense today has still been pretty good. We haven't let McLeod do a whole lot. Murray 2nd down. Forced outside the pocket and fires back across the middle to Chris Smith. It feels like quarterbacks just want to throw across their body in this game at times. Murray fires complete. Like, I think there needs to be like an invisible vision cone at times where they won't be outside the numbers and throw it to like the opposite numbers. That like should never happen. Cardinals in the red zone. They run it straight ahead and take it down to the 10. That's Brendan McLeod. A running back wearing number 44. You don't see that often. Oh, he was denied on the dive. Wow. Goal to go. Can we get a goal line stand? Like, who else at running back has wore 44? There's probably like a famous example I can't think of right now. Oh, they just called QB draw on us. Wow, what a cold-blooded call that was. Against the backups, you're on QB draw with Murray. Yeah, we're coming back, Arizona. We're winning this game. You can light off all these indoor fireworks you want. Oh, of course, Jim Brown wore number 44. See, I was thinking of Matt Asiata. Anyway, focusing on the task at hand here, we have a game to win. All right? Arizona just took the lead. They're celebrating like they're Super Bowl bound. It's time for Luke Cook to silence the fans. Cook throws complete. Aaron Slay, 10 yards. Now, there could be an argument here that maybe I'm hurting MVP possibilities for Brian Petrovsky as Knight takes us up to the 49. But I'm pretty comfortable with where everything is at. Hopefully one game doesn't cost him. I haven't checked out the standings there, but we've had more injuries this year. I didn't want to risk them in a game like this. So whatever happens, happens. Play action. Trying to slow the rush, and Simmons gets to Cook. 3rd and 25. You got to think we have a shot to convert this. Wow, on the draw play, Knight gets 6. We're definitely punting. Can the defense get us the stop we're looking for? Nice tackle downfield. We need one stop here against Kyler Murray. Arizona's got all this momentum. They're about to unlock the last M factor. And they flip it to Rondale Moore, who runs past Gresham, and he's got the first down. Gresham's got to slow him down there. Something. Now they're going to keep it in the hands of Murray. Plenty of room. Gresham. Oh, he couldn't bring him down. Penalty marker, though, late into the run. This is not a good showcase for Gresham today. But thankfully, a late hold will back him up a little bit. All right, you got to get off the field now. They're behind the sticks a little bit. Kyler throws very quick to Rondale Moore, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Let's get off the field here. They'll let Murray throw, and he's going down! It's Quincy Roche! 2nd sack of the game. He has a pass breakup as well. One of the most important backups on this team is number 95, Quincy Roche. James Bradbury's playing special teams here. And Luke Cook, the stage is set for your ultimate moment. This is what it's all about, right? The backup's playing in week 18. Backup quarterback has a chance to drive down with a 2-minute drill. He missed. We really got to clean that up. Aaron Slay wide left with Meadows in the slot. On 2nd down, pass caught. Slay, he's hit down after a 4-yard gain. And a timeout is used. Interesting. I do like, using some of these timeouts before you're inside of a minute. Just wasn't expecting that one. 3rd and 6. Cook. Caught! There goes Gresham with room to run. To the 30 and more. Hit out of bounds inside the 20. If you're going to jump a route, you can't afford to miss. Because that could have been a pick 6 right there. That's not bad coverage. Oh, he just missed. And he ends up going all the way from the 43 to the Cards' 17-yard line. That is a 51-yard catch and run. And now, 16 yards out, what's it going to be? Play fake Towns. Cook scans. Dumps it. Intercepted! Zaven Collins down the sideline. Cook got him at the 50. Why are we throwing it to Nelson Galloway there? Cook got away with one the play prior, but he went right back to throwing it outside like that in tight coverage. That should have never been passed, and it might cost us the game. We let Luke cook, but the kitchen is now closed. Murray on second down. Gresham. Open field tackle. That's how it's done. The fans want one more last chance for Luke Cook in the offense. 3rd and 3 to win the game. Rondale Moore will end it for Arizona. 27-24. That will be your final. An entertaining showcase of some of our best backups. Luke Cook had some exciting moments, but just got way too greedy at the end. I don't know why we had to throw it to Galloway there in the red zone. Man, that's just the worst way for this game to end. We had him after that 51-yarder. We should have won this game. We should have ran it there on first down. Get the clock down to 60 seconds. Go from there. Why'd we throw it to Galloway? Congratulations on barely beating the backups of the New York Giants. Here are the final stats. Cook goes for 300 yards on 16 completions. The 51-yarder was his longest. We didn't really try to run the football much in this game, but weren't all that successful when we did try. Josh Meadows, though, I think he would be our team MVP for the day. Him or Quincy Roche. We knew Roche was good, but to see Meadows on the field dominate like he did, you wish he had a couple more targets. We'll end the season 12-4-1. We have our first round bye, and 2 practice squad players have been signed. Dexter Whitaker to the Texans, Dave Matthews to the Dolphins. So we end the year with the 2nd best scoring offense in the NFL, 3rd passing game, 9th running game. The defense was more inconsistent, so they took a step back ranking-wise, but we're still good overall, depending on the day. Let's check out the league awards now. I really hope I didn't screw Petrovsky out of MVP. But, okay, he wasn't even close. Anyway, he's not even in the top 10. He's not even past Daniel Jones. Lamar Jackson is the league MVP. How is Petrovsky, though, not in the top 10? That's weird. Coach of the Year, David Culley with the Falcons. Russ Watson, number 1 seed in the NFC, only 7th place. Christian McCaffrey is Offensive Player of the Year, then Daniel Jones, Zeke, and Petrovsky. Defensive Player of the Year is Brian Burns. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jake Gates with the New Orleans Saints. Devontae Sullivan, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Best quarterback is still Petrovsky. Then CMC, Christian Kirk was the best receiver over Michael Thomas. Tristan Wirfs, Brian Burns, Micah Parsons, CJ Henderson, and then Justin Tucker. Here are the awards in the AFC. Gio Tull has been really good. We missed him in the Super Bowl, I want to say. Clay Palmer's Rookie of the Year. Parker Williams on defense. And the rest of these, including wide receiver Marquise Payne of the Chiefs. I know he's done a really good job in this series. Petrovsky ends up 3rd in passing yards in the NFL. He would have had a chance at 2nd if he played the final game. Probably wouldn't have passed Mahomes. Most touchdowns, Mahomes, Burrow, Mayfield. Petrovsky down here with 36. He never really had the MVP chance. Too many more touchdowns than him. For the running game, that is an NFL record for Nick Chubb of the Browns. 2,218 yards. Now, yes, there is an extra game, but if we take his average and apply it to 16 games, where are we? 2,088? Although, did Dickerson get his with 14 games? I forget. Either way, Dickerson had 2,105. And that was in 1984. And there were 16 games then. I think it was the 70s they must have gone from 14 to 16. But obviously, missing a bunch of games, there was never really a chance for Saquon Barkley to finish all that high, but he got to 1,100. Most touchdowns, Dalvin Cook. 19 for Trey Sermon on 161 carries. Christian Kirk, 1,605 yards. So Thomas ended up second in catches, fourth in yards. Very good season for him. And Darren Waller, most touchdowns among tight ends. I actually wanted to see where Juwan Johnson landed because I'm going to be redoing his deal. Probably putting in like an extension for him or something storyline-wise. But Kittle was first in yards, then Henry, then Hawkinson, Waller, Njoku, and then Juwan Johnson. He was tied for fifth in yards with 10 touchdowns. Which would have him in, looks like, tied for third. I'll be using Darren Waller's contract as a reference then when I redo Johnson's deal, which is about 3 times more valuable than his current contract. I think somebody might have gotten the sack record this year as well. Geo Tull, 18.5. He's doing great. 8 interceptions for L'Jarius Sneed. That's a lot. In the NFC, 6 interceptions for Bobby Wagner, Roquan Smith, and CJ Henderson. Brian Burns, 17 sacks. Maybe it was last year somebody was close to breaking the record in here. Yeah, it was DeForest Buckner who had 25. Here's a look at the playoff bracket. We are the 1 seeds in the NFC. Cleveland got it in the AFC. Now, last episode, we did a video where we took on the Raiders, who were 9-4, and we were 9-3-1. The Raiders missed the playoffs. What happened to Las Vegas? Also, Carolina, just win that game so we can play against the Falcons or somebody different. So what happened to the Raiders? Well, 10-7, misses the playoffs. They finished 10-7 just like Cincinnati did. So they were 9-4. They finished 10-7, and they miss out. They didn't look very good against us. So I guess I can understand that kind of a slide. I just want to see what it actually looked like for them. They lost to us and finished losing 3 of 4. Got it. Titans and Colts. Are those teams in the playoffs at all? Yeah, the Titans are the 2 seeds. They lost to a couple of good teams and just missed out. So now, let's find out our next opponent. It could even be Daniel Jones and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll just have to see. To the divisional round we go. And get ready to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Daniel Jones returns to New York. It'll be a playoff blizzard, and we'll be playing for a spot in the NFC Championship. Here are the results, though. The Panthers won over the Cowboys. San Francisco upset. Green Bay wins big over Atlanta. In the AFC, 52 points by Tennessee. 38 by KC in their win, and the Jets win. There was only one upset from a seeding standpoint in the first round. So in the AFC, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and here it's 1, 2, 4, 6. I want to know how Tennessee is scoring so much. I'm guessing a lot of Derrick Henry. Owen Leak, 4 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, strong day for him. But Amari Rodgers stole the show. $122 and 2 scores, 20 yards a catch. Here's Tampa's win over San Francisco, and Daniel Jones threw 3 touchdowns. James Conner is the running back now in Tampa. And Christian Kirk was just wide receiver of the year. And they're really deep at receiver with him, Evans, and Devontae Turk. So it should be a good one. The Giants won the Super Bowl last year on a dominant Super Bowl run. How's this one going to fare? We didn't finish the season quite as hot, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And if these games end up being higher scoring, who knows what's going to happen. But that's our playoff opponent coming up. To end this episode, though, I did want to share with you a few players I have more info on now from the scouting. And I did a lot of work on the corners. Not that I really did any work. I just did whatever it took to get the numbers really high. So let's take a look at the top corners then. There are some really cool things here. So first off, Raekwon Boone's stock rose tremendously, top 5 projected player now, and round 1 to 2 talent, so a bit overrated. I'm guessing he'll have good development, so you're playing the long game with him, but on day 1, his skills are not going to be very impressive with C-zone, C-man, D-press. He's a project at corner, but looks like a player still worth investing in for your defense. He'll be long gone by the time we're selecting, so don't even worry about him. Paul Moss, probably an even better player. B catching, B press, B zone, good athlete. I mean, he's probably going to be the highest rated corner in this class, but it's so deep at this position. I want to go down to the players on my board. We'll go to Manny Monk, B zone, C man, a bit undersized, but could still have a nice role on a defense. I would think of him as like a late 1, second round talent maybe. But I think where it gets really exciting is with Justin Stanford, Michael Archibald, and Isaiah Cunningham. We went 100% on Cunningham and Archibald, and Cunningham has top 5 talent. A catching, B man, A press, C zone. He'll be on the top of our board most likely, and we'll have a realistic chance of drafting him, I think. There's also Michael Archibald, who just looks really solid with B-man, C-zone. He's 5'10 as well, but I think he'll be really well-rounded. There are a lot of starting corners in this class. I also like Justin Stanford. I just have a little less information on him. B awareness, B-man, and C-zone. So we didn't get to draft a corner high last year. There's no reason why we can't this year. But there are some other players I wanted to show you on my favorites board. I haven't looked at the class like fully or anything, and the system just takes way too much time. It's not a very convenient system they have here. If we want to take an offensive lineman early on after the retirement of Teron Armstead, my favorite would be Deontay Noel. He does have some injury concerns, F injury, but I'll probably scout him a little more to see just how good some of these other ratings are, because I might still be interested in taking him if he's really, really good. If we have to get younger for our defensive line, Trey Jones, defensive tackle, is an excellent option. I think he would be probably a top 10 talent, though. He's a great athlete with finesse moves and power moves rated really well. You can't go wrong with Trey Jones. But if we end up going later, I do like Daquan Byrd as well. I want some more info on him, but I do know the play rec is good and that he's going to be a very good athlete. He's a perfect individual workout player. That will do it for today's episode. Next time, we go into the postseason to take on Tampa Bay, and we're trying to make a return to the Super Bowl. Hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts down below. Do you think this team will go back to back? Have a great day, and I'll see you in the playoffs.